Hey, boys and girls.
What up, what up, what up?
Hello.
We have in studio a baker.
Holy shit.
When you do cookies, is there a different name for it?
I just call myself a baker, honestly.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Katie Kralick, and I own ItsaCookie. I am the baker, most of it. I'll say I have a graphic designer who helps me, and I appreciate him. So
Word.
shout out to Cameron. But other than that, you'll see me if you see ItsaCookie anywhere, usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What led you to cookies?
Growing up, cookies were like the thing that my mom always brought to like potlucks or something. It's like, oh, like I need to bring cookies or I need to bring something to like work for the work potluck or something. So it was always cookies were her thing. So I've always associated it with like sharing something with someone. It was always cookies. Yeah.
With the cookies, there's like great debates on like what is the best cookie.
Like flavor?
Here's a good question I've always had.
Ooh.
The flavor, yes,
Yeah.
we'll get to that. But if chocolate chips are not in a chocolate chip cookie, what flavor is that cookie? Is cookie itself a flavor?
I don't know. I mean, like, it all depends on, like, to me, the ratio of, like, brown sugar to sugar depends on, like, how the cookie is.
Yeah, because, like, if you have a sugar cookie, that is not what a cookie is without chocolate chips.
Yeah.
That is a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
They
And
don't
there's
sell...
different versions of the sugar cookie, too, because
Yeah.
you have, like, the sugar drop cookie almost, and then you have, like, the sugar cookie that you roll out and then cut into shapes. And those are two different types of sugar cookies in my mind.
So what flavor
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just the chocolate chip cookie without chocolate chips in it?
That's a good
Cookie
question.
flavor?
Because cookie flavor is
flavor.
good.
Yeah, you know
Sometimes
what's
I feel like
wild?
chocolate chips are overpowering.
You know what's wild is when you get cookie dough, like ice cream or whatever,
Yeah.
it's always chocolate chip cookie.
Always.
It's
Do you-
never
There's
just
no
cookie
option.
dough.
But do you know what's frustrating about that? Is that it's always vanilla ice cream. Cookie dough with chocolate ice cream is so much better.
Have you
Yeah.
tried the non-dairy?
Nope.
Hold on, it's good.
Can already say I haven't.
It's really good though. What is the Ben and Jerry's non-dairy Ben and Jerry's
No.
cookie dough thing?
I've had coconut milk ice cream,
It's
but
made
not
with
that.
It's made with almond milk, and it's got like such cool taste,
Yeah.
which is not normally
Cool.
something you can
It's
say.
pretty cool. It's cool flavor. Fuck.
But I've always wondered that because also another thing cookies wise that kind of pisses me off that you just cannot find. They don't make packaged peanut butter cookies like
Ready
Chips
to rock?
Ahoy with no chips in it. There's no just peanut butter cookies.
Is there not?
There's not. You can get shit at a bakery,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
Publix
Like the
Bakery
Walmart
or whatever.
bakery.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm thinking of Publix.
you
Okay.
can never go pre-packaged. I wonder if that has to do with like the way that
Chips
it
Ahoy
can
doesn't
last.
do a peanut butter flavor?
They do Reese's, but it still has chocolate chips and it's whatever the cookie flavor is with Reese's.
Interesting.
So I'm like, make it a peanut butter cookie with Reese's
Right. That's just a lot of
with
peanut
no
butter,
chocolate
though.
chips because it's already got chocolate. You dumb fucks. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doubling down on a factor that is already going to be there. That'd be like tequila flavored tequila raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
You're like you're
Doubling up on the
tequilaing the
tequila.
flavor, dude.
So you're giving me ideas for like
Yeah.
new cookie flavors, like
There you
tequila
go,
raspberry.
dude.
Thanks.
Tequila
Oh, wow.
raspberry. That could be a hit right
That could.
there.
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the
No,
cookies,
seriously,
bro.
like this is how a lot of my flavor ideas come up. Where I'm just like, what would these two
Yeah.
flavors taste like together?
Do you ever watch old movies and see something where you're like, damn, that would be like a cool flavor based off of like inspiration in a movie?
I don't think I've gotten inspiration from a movie yet. A lot of my stuff lately has come from like cocktails or like just looking at notes in beers, like looking at the flavor notes there. The whole listening to bands and like figuring out like what flavor their music like inspires me to think of. That's where like a lot of my inspiration comes from. Ice cream though too. Like I'll look at the flavors in like the ice cream like section of the grocery store
Yeah.
and be like, oh, let me turn that into a cookie.
We just saw a really cool Gordon Ramsay video where he was trying to save a
Oh my
restaurant.
god!
I
dude.
love
He
those.
just came up with it. He just had they were doing like
Smoothies. And now these flavors,
them-
you couldn't even
one
Mad
of
Lib
them
it.
was fucking prawn and chocolate flavor, and banana and chicken. So
Okay, I
You
don't
wanna
know if I
throw
would
that into
do.
a
These are
cookie.
smoothies
Like the meats.
in Spain.
Smoothies.
In Spain,
And then the dude is like so set on the prawn and chocolate that he's like, we're gonna make it into a soup, and he makes a carrot, prawn, and chocolate soup.
I'd try it.
Hey, dude,
Wild.
I would try it.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. But
I don't know that I would try that because, like, where would they meet?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where do the flavors
You gotta
touch?
try it so that you can figure it out, so you can understand.
Now
it.
imagine eating some Hershey's chocolate and then having a spice on the end that you're like, is that crawdad?
Who put crawfish in there?
Yeah, why does it feel like I just sucked some head?
Yeah. Well,
Dude, I've wanted to make a crawfish cookie. I really have. I haven't figured it out yet, but I've wanted to make a crawfish cookie.
I feel like
dude.
mixing spice or like a super savory thing. One of my pet peeves is fucking putting bacon on donuts.
See, I love that though.
Ugh.
I love the sweet and salty.
It's
Like I
always
think there's a
super-
place where that works. Like for a specific cookie and doing like Old Bay or something or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
blackened seasoning, I think would be really cool because
Yeah.
you get like a little bit of spice, but also kind of the sweet and salty.
Yeah, like I'm not like saying put crawfish
Like a
actually in the cookie, but give me like
Yeah.
the spices that you boil the crawfish in. You know.
See, I think that.
But
could be
how do
really
you get
cool.
around that?
Get around what?
Like, how do you... Because what is the primary flavor going to be? Is it going to be sweet or is it going to be savory?
It's got to be sweet. I feel like, right?
For a crawfish.
Yeah,
I'd
like
probably
the
put, like-
cookie flavor.
Oh yeah, like I don't know because I've done like savory cookies before. Like I've done an everything bagel cookie, and that's definitely not sweet, but it has like sweet elements to it because of the sugar and cream cheese. But yeah.
But I feel like that one makes. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like a sweeter cookie, and then like not tossing it, I guess, but like kind of hitting it with a little bit of
spices.
seasoning as it's
That's-
baking.
it's
or
kind of like the
halfway through.
Tajin thing.
Tahini.
Tahini.
I've done a mango and tahini one before. That one was cool.
Damn,
So it
that
still
sounds
works.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good, actually. What was the base flavor of that cookie?
The mango and then having the tahini
Oh,
like
okay.
added in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything with like gummies and stuff into a... Or can you do shit like that? Not like high gummies, but like gummy bears.
Like gummy.
and
Okay, I was like,
shit.
what kind of
Flavor?
gummies are we talking about?
No.
No, I haven't done anything with like adding like gelatin in because I've tried doing candy corn before 1 year, and that just destroyed the cookie. It just became completely flat because
Candy
those
corn
don't bake
destroys
well.
everything it touches.
Stuff like that you would have to add on afterwards, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would have
and I
to be a
learned my lesson with
topping.
that. But I'm like,
Yeah.
how would a gummy bear taste added on after the cookie? I feel like those, like you'd have like the crumbly texture of the cookie with the jelly of the. I don't think that would
kinda
work.
weird.
Yeah.
I'd try it though, but
Aren't there some like holiday cookies that are like that though? That are like the white, they're like really white or light color that are like flower looking ones, and then there's the little piece of jelly in the middle. Do you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
the like the
Yeah.
raspberry ones. Like, I
Yeah,
forget
and they're
what
like
called. Yeah.
they're red or they have green ones too, but I can't remember what flavor. Maybe it's like a lime. Mm-hmm. But like,
I think like Pepperidge Farm makes them.
Yeah.
What
And they're called
fuck
like
is
Raspberry
that?
Delight or something.
I don't remember. I'm all about the Boudreaux. That's my cookie from Pepperidge Farm.
Dude, the old school favorite is the fucking shortbread cookies.
Like the Chessman, the one that has like the chess people on it.
I
Or no?
think
Oh,
so.
I know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Ours used to be, there used to be a not convenience store. There used to be a department store or whatever the fuck they're called. What is a Walmart called?
Grocery store.
There you go. It used to be a fucking grocery store
What the fuck is a Walmart? Why don't you just say Walmart, dude?
because it was an Albertsons.
Oh, shout out Albertsons.
Yeah,
that's
they-
the OG back
They
then,
still
dude.
exist.
My nanny used to like to get, which is my grandma, not a nanny, but she used to get the fucking all the Albertson brand cookies. So it didn't have designs and shit. It was just
Okay.
shapes,
Yeah.
like square or circle or triangle or whatever. But the fucking shortbread cookies, dude.
Yeah.
Those are crazy. Like, how come those, I assume, have a base, which is shortbread or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
but like cookie. Cakes have a base, vanilla, chocolate.
But aren't there like I'm not a full on baker. Like I don't know much about cakes, but aren't there like different styles of cakes too?
Yeah.
You know, like
Like upside down?
I guess so. I mean, there's a pound cake. There's like
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I mean, I'm
yeah,
trying to
You're
think.
like, just like,
Yeah.
it just
Upside-
flipped it,
Upside down cake.
like sideways cake.
But think about like if you
Upright
ever
cake.
watched the Great British Baking Show or whatever.
Yes.
Like they're always like, oh, we need to make a sponge cake or a genoise. Or
Yeah.
I don't know how to say all those words, but you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's different types of cakes. There's different types of cookies. But, like, I specialize in, like, just the one style.
What do you call your style then? Like
Drop
what,
cookies.
Drop cookies?
Drop cookies.
Why is that?
Because you, like, scoop and then drop them on the...
Oh,
So, like, a
word.
chocolate chip cookie is a drop cookie. There's also roll-out cookies and then, like, specialty...
Like
other
the cutout
types.
ones you were talking
Yeah,
about.
those are
and
called,
everything?
like, roll-out cookies.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Is there
know.
is there a difference in the material of the cookie if it's drop versus rollout?
Material.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the ratio of like flour and sugar and brown sugar and baking
Yeah.
soda versus baking powder and
Word.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It just when you said it, it sounded like you were working a construction site. Like that's.
I'm just saying, if I have to go to Home Depot later and get materials,
yeah, I gotta pick up materials.
hey, yo, I'm here to get materials for cookies.
What?
They're like,
excuse me, sir?
brother,
Yeah.
just point me in the direction.
Yeah. Where's your cookie material at?
Yeah. We were talking about his girl is like very precise with measurements.
Mm-hmm.
How, like, why is it that baking is so precise, but like cooking is to taste?
I think that's what took me so long to get into baking, honestly.
Baking seems way hard.
It's because it's scientific or chemical based. Then I mean, cooking is too, but. It's like you need the precise amounts of things for the reaction to happen.
I see
Yeah.
what you're
You know
saying,
what I
like, because
mean?
like
if you
food
put,
already exists as food, and you're mixing them basically.
Right.
yeah.
Cookies, you're
Making.
from scratch. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
If you
like,
put too much like baking powder in, like if you double bit the baking powder on accident, your cookie is just gonna be like
completely.
Yeah.
just messed up.
Just fuck.
What is the difference between baking soda and baking powder?
That's a good question. I
Word.
can't answer it.
Damn it.
I just know I use baking soda.
Leave that one unmarked.
Let me Google it. I should know that.
Because I feel like you can eat both of them. They're both
Think
really
one.
riding on the whole baking thing. Like, they won't let that go. But soda versus powder,
What? Not
they look the same. One eliminates odor, right? Or
This baking soda is what you're like the orange box.
yeah.
That's what you're thinking of. But it
What?
also apparently
But you
works in
both
cookies.
you can cook with both of them.
Like I know from like a cookie standpoint, like baking powder, I want to say they use that in the recipes like that have the thicker, taller cookies, and that's not the style that I like to do. So I stick with the baking soda.
Okay, so it says sodium bicarbonate and bicarbonate of soda are other names for baking soda. Baking powder is made up of baking soda plus cream of tartar and cornstarch.
Okay.
So they're both soda.
They are, but they've got other stuff added to them. So
Word.
they like, I guess one has like a
Periodical chain.
yeah, something like that. Quick,
That's right.
quick,
Smart.
quick leavening period.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's cool though. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good to know. You know.
Was there anything you tried before cookies?
No, it's honestly always been cookies.
You've never tried anything after cookies? Like, you're like,
I
yo,
mean,
let
like,
me make
I've
an ice cream
made-
sandwich?
Oh, like
Things using your cookies or other...
oh yeah, like I've experimented with stuff that hasn't come to market yet, and I've had a lot of fun. Like I don't know, like I've had like my neighbors or like my best like taste testers, so they get to see a bunch of stuff that hasn't come out yet.
Word.
And there's
That's
stuff
tight.
that like I want to come out, but it's like I tried hard not to talk
Yeah.
about stuff until that happens.
Those
You know,
Here-
those with some fucking vanilla ice cream.
Dude, here's a big idea, guy.
Oh god.
Idea. You know what I'm saying?
Big idea guy.
Because I used to do this. Make a big cookie.
I did that for my husband for his birthday one year.
Like a pan cookie.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
it was like a massive.
It should just be bigger. Like, maybe
Yeah.
your sad cookie. That's what it should be called. Maybe your sad cookie.
Okay.
You know,
It's a
and,
sad cookie.
and it's big enough for one person to put down by themselves if they're sad.
Wow. Yeah, maybe don't do that.
But
Maybe
it should be
don't.
special order. It shouldn't be something you just carry normally.
Oh no!
You should be like, also offer maybe your sad cookies.
See, like I like how
5
my
pounds
mind
of cookie.
went to like a birthday cake cookie, and you're like, this
No,
is for if you're
that's
feeling
what I'm
like shit.
saying.
See, birthday cake might be a little big.
Well, no. I'm just saying like the kind you get at the mall,
Yeah, exactly.
something like that.
But
So you're
you
saying
should,
not even that big.
you should do half that size,
Okay.
like a personal
thick?
pan cookie.
But
You know, like a personal pan pizza from
Homie's
Pizza
trying to
Hut.
Get you, yeah, homie's trying
Like
to
the
get you turned
Giorno
into
little mini
Domino's is what's
pizzas.
going on.
Yeah. I'm trying to like. I want you to be able to start the cookie and be like, I could finish this.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you get 80% through, and you're like, "Damn, this is a lot of cookie."
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
committed.
Right? You have to finish.
You're
it.
like,
That-
I'm not going through this without this
Yeah.
cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It'd be a heavy ass cookie too. Be a
dude,
lot
I
of
used to put
cookie.
down a fucking. It was like a 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie. It was like peanut butter.
Peanut butter, flour, and egg. I want to say.
I think so.
Yeah.
And you would do it on like a big fucking pizza pan and roll it as thin as you can. Cook it barely.
Yeah.
It would be soft to fucking.
Are those the ones that do the like Hershey's ones? It's like kind of the same thing, right? Where you
don't
just
know.
roll them in sugar after. You know what I'm talking about, like the Christmas.
Oh
cookies?
no! This
Oh.
maybe similar, but it's just you put it in an oven, you pull it out, you're done.
Yeah, but I think that's what I was saying is I think those ones are the same. It's like 3 ingredients, and then you just roll them in sugar and bake them. And put the little
Oh, the thumbprint
on top.
cookie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know you were talking about those fucking. I thought you meant like because they have some cookies that kind of look like the Chex Mix Muddy Buddy things. They look like they're chocolate, but it looks like it's covered in powder. You know what I'm talking about? No. That's what I thought you meant because I've seen some people do circle peanut butter balls covered in powdered sugar, and I'm like, that's not that.
Yeah.
No.
But
no. You old Christmas rigs.
Yeah, those are okay.
I fuck with them.
I
fuck with those.
See, I liked the peanut butter part of it.
See,
which is just the cookie I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think when it's warm still and the Hershey's Kiss is still kind of warm.
Oh yeah.
And you can like.
You're making me want to eat some of these cookies.
I was about to say this is gonna have to happen here soon. After talking about cookies,
we're opening
for 20
some
minutes.
of these cookies.
So one side is.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay.
Oh, that's tight. Hell yeah.
Do you want to announce it or like talk about it a
yeah.
little bit?
Sure. So, I mean, I think
wanna
we
eat one
started
right
talking
now.
about this a few months ago, but for March, I'm doing a special collab with y'all. That is some people love a cookie, which is a peanut butter cheesecake flavor. So it has like a cheesecake based cookie in a way, and then it has Reese's peanut butter chips in it and Reese's mini cups mixed in.
Dude.
Which, now that you're like talking about how much you hate having chocolate in your peanut butter cookie, I'm really glad that I didn't also add chocolate chips in. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
Like the chocolate that comes is fine. Like if it comes with the Reese's, that's fine. But it's the in addition to.
If it's in Reese's form, I'll eat it. But
dude, I almost got some Reese's, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna be better than that.
Yeah.
And because of the shapes, eggs are out right now. Do you have an opinion on what is the best Reese's to eat?
I always go for the eggs.
Get in it.
But like shape wise, it's
I'm
eggs.
stuck
But do you need help?
Yeah, I'm.
My overall one though is the big cup stuffed with the Reese's Pieces. That's my go-to.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? So you like a bit of a candy shell?
That's ridiculous.
This is?
That's so good. You just ate half the plastic there. Damn, that's really good.
Thanks.
F&A, Cotton.
Yeah, so I'll have these available at all markets during March.
So what happens? Wow.
How many of these did you bring? These aren't gonna last till tomorrow.
That's okay.
100%.
They're
Wow.
yours.
What happens when you like? So how many flavors do you have on deck? Not like that you're rotating through, but like are a standard always.
Only 2. I always have s'mores, unless I've sold out earlier that week, and I always have chocolate chip. It's a chocolate chip. Those are my 2 that I will always have at every market. But other than that, everything rotates. And it all depends on, like, I'll try to have, like, a menu for the month. But in March, I'm just doing whatever I want. It's my birth month. So I'm like, I'm just going to make my favorite cookies. So you'll be surprised.
How often are you are you baking daily? Or is it like
not daily.
Every couple of days type thing?
So during, like, right now, like, during January, February, March, it's been, like, 2 days a week, maybe. One, if I have a really good, productive day. But during December and November, it was crazy. It was, like, almost every day going into the bakery. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. Just from, like, holiday time type stuff?
Yeah. So, like, I had some, like, orders that I shipped to Virginia and, like, other states. And I had, I want to say it was, like, 13 markets in 22 days in December. It was a lot of stuff going on.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's a lot of travel, too, I'm guessing, huh? Or
I mean,
were
like,
you taking them there, or was it, like, sending them out to people at the market type thing?
Like, I was going to the markets around town and doing stuff, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Dude, this
awesome.
This blue cookie's fire looking, dude.
Which one's that? Is that the...
Monsters Inc. looking? It says
the blueberry-
Jace's cookie?
Oh, that's the blueberry mojito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me that don't look like Sully.
Damn,
Right? I see that.
That's solely all day long, brother.
Wow. That's fire.
You can do
Blueberry
movie
mojito?
themes. That's
I
a
could,
sick
yeah.
idea with the colors.
There's so much like themes and stuff that I would like want to get into. Like I want to do a 90s
I can't
like
believe those
snacks
cookies
kind of
Yeah.
thing. That'd
that
be cool.
good.
That
You could do
the
a blueberry Jerry cookie.
The blueberry mojito
Oh,
flavor.
no,
sounds
like, he would sue me.
Awesome.
No, like a blue cookie, purple, like kind of.
You could do the.
You know the cup.
Yeah.
Didn't you do some Mardi Gras cookies too?
Yeah, I did the king cake ones.
Okay,
Those were
I was about to say.
That's
I
what
thought I
this one
saw
kind of
those.
reminds me of.
Yeah. With the.
with the purple.
'Cause I
So the
remember it
blue with
was
the purple on top.
Liliana's?
That was the dark chocolate violet. So Jason and Liliana were part of the Magic the Gathering set that I did
Oh, word.
for Pensacon.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah, that just happened. How was that?
Yeah.
It was good. It
I had
was
no
so
idea
fun.
it was even happening.
I didn't know till Friday night. I went down there. Jackie and I went down there for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and we like saw all the shit out in the parking lot. And I was like, "What
Yeah.
the hell is going on?"
I feel like
And
I
then
don't
I
know.
It
realized-
surprises you, yeah.
I feel like I don't know if they didn't do great advertising or if I just wasn't advertised too.
Probably,
Because I thought
probably that.
I feel like it gets bigger every year, but I didn't hear nothing this year.
Well, I heard. Well, like being downtown,
Yeah.
I saw like so many fucking people, and like Perfect Plane and a couple of the bars down there had like all their shit
Themes
set
and
out, like
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
themed out. So I think it was probably pretty big. I
Yeah.
saw a bunch of people post pictures too from it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We
but
should go
that
next
was
year.
how'd that go?
It was really fun. And then
Yeah.
it's like I did
You
this.
vended or just went?
Oh, I didn't go to Pensacon, but I was at
Oh.
Palafox Market that day, and then Perfect Plane on Sunday for their market. And it was getting to talk to people. Like people would come by and see that I had the Magic the Gathering cookies or the Star Wars cookies, and getting to have a conversation with those people who shared like the interest in those fandoms. You know,
Yeah.
it was fun.
That's tight. Yeah, that's super
Yeah.
cool.
What has been one mixture that you feel like, how is that good? Like you went in making it and you were like taco chocolate chip. Like how is that gonna work? But it just ended up being like, God damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Honestly, the bitter blood cookie.
Really? What was the
Yeah,
flavors on
that
that?
one was blood orange, bourbon, dark chocolate, and pretzel. And I was
Okay,
like,
that sounds pretty
right.
good.
I mean, yeah, but I
It
was
is
like,
a lot though.
yeah, I'm
for
like,
a
how
cookie.
these are very strong flavors. How is it all going to work together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that one was
That does sound
different.
really
I feel like the
good, though.
saltiness of the pretzel would be.
Paired with the dark chocolate. And, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like a a fucking
Yes.
coffee?
So like, I hate to say it, but that's one flavor that I will never do because I
Really?
don't drink coffee and I hate the flavor of coffee. Like if you give me the Jelly Bellies and I get the cappuccino one on accident, oh, that day.
Game over.
Yeah.
You
Like,
could
I
do
will
something
never have a
really
coffee
cool with
one.
Mrs. Jones.
That would be fun, but again, coffee.
Yeah.
Just not.
You know.
Have her be the taste tester. Y'all just hang out one
But I
day.
can't. If I
Yeah.
can't taste test something, then
Yeah.
that's the downside.
Difficult though. Damn.
So if anyone else wants to specialize in coffee cookies, go for it.
That,
That's
that
yours.
market's all yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Is
tight.
there-
Those are ridiculously good.
Yeah,
Thank
those.
Those are insane.
I almost
Holy
need you to take them back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
That's insane.
I want to see what these other flavors are here. Let me take
They're
a gander
cool.
at some-
I love that it's so like it's so different per month kind of thing. I love that.
Jalapeno?
What is it?
Blackberry jalapeno.
That one is
Yeah.
like one of my
Okay.
best sellers.
How do you
Yeah.
pull off flavors without having like well, I don't know, maybe you
Yeah.
do. But how do you pull off like a jalapeno flavor? Is there jalapenos in it or is it like seeds? Or like how do you pull off having like an essence or something of a flavor? Do you have to cook with it?
No, I don't cook the jalapenos. That's as far into the ingredients I would go in.
Oh, word.
I mean, if you want to read the ingredients on the back, you'll figure it out, kind of thing. But
Gotcha.
but like I love that cookie though, because it's like mellow in the beginning, and then like your aftertaste is you'll hit the jalapeno, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
So it works out really well. And that one actually was inspired, like talking about like random places I get inspiration from, was inspired by a dip that I used to make for ribs. So having a blackberry
really?
jalapeno rib dip is really good. Yeah.
We went and had ice cream in New Orleans, and it was like in the heart of the city, and it was in a house in a neighborhood, and
Pour ice cream, baby.
yeah, 504 ice cream, and this dude just homemade all of his ice cream. Basically, I think he lived upstairs, and his shop
It
was
was a house.
Yeah.
That is what it was.
But he had like a commercial kitchen downstairs or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, and the flavor that I remember was blueberry basil. It was,
That does
I
sound
mean,
good.
phenomenal.
Ridiculous, dude.
Because I know that like Big Jerk has a strawberry basil soda, so I'm like I can totally see a blueberry basil working.
Actually, now that you say that, like I worked at Global for 6 years, and we do basil ice cream and a chocolate like lava cake, basically. So like even just chocolate and basil, like chocolate chip and basil, would be fucking fire too. That'd be a bang.
Or
sound good.
pizza cookie.
Oh man,
All right.
You say that, I totally want to do a pizza cookie. I really do. I think I might do like a garlic bread. I think having that sort of spin to it, because I don't know how like tomato sauce in a cookie would be, but
Why is it like breaking my brain to think of a savory cookie?
there's one in there.
There is.
If you really want to know.
I just don't know how pizza and like sweet would go though.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's messing my head up. You know what I mean? It's like hard to.
But I mean, like
wrap
think
your-
of the dessert sticks that you get at like Pizza Hut. Like that's totally
I
you
guess
know.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I just-
like sweet cornbread.
I think Crumble does a cornbread cookie. I haven't had
Oh,
it yet.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard to transfer that flavor over.
You can turn
Just
anything
because
to a cookie.
cornbread is so. A lot of it is based off of the texture as well.
Yeah. I
Like
think
that's
you can
the
bring
part that you love so much about it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it just like crumbles as you're eating it.
Yeah. If you could crack in a savory, dude, there's a lot of like chicken pot pie. There's a lot of
You got
great
that fried chicken cookie in there.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'll do a comfort food menu.
Yeah.
Dude, you southern food cookies?
Oh,
You might just take
biscuits
a
and gravy, dude.
Yeah.
A biscuits and gravy
man.
cookie. Holy shit.
that'd be crazy.
You could
Because
just
you got
do
the
a-
creamy already.
You could
Cookies
just do
are creamy.
a fucking Cracker Barrel like menu for like a
Chicken
month.
and waffle
hash brown
cookie?
casserole?
Yeah, dude. Fucking let
Dude,
it
a chicken
rip.
and waffle cookie.
That
I've
could
done
be
like a
really
maple
good.
cream cheese. That one was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded really good.
See, earlier
Chicken
you were
and
talking
waffle.
about like the prawn and chocolate, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh, chicken and waffle, totally.
Yeah, but chicken and waffle. Have you... hey.
But chicken and waffle.
Another Broken Egg Cafe used to... I'm sure they still do, but I haven't been in years. But they do a chicken and waffle breakfast thing. And you have a chipotle syrup that you put on top.
Okay.
But it's not maple syrup. It's like a... I don't know. It's the consistency of it, but it doesn't taste sweet at all. And then you add syrup on top of it. Not too much of either
yeah.
because you don't want to ruin it. But like the sweet savory on that with the crunch and the salt and the umami or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit is... Oh. All together, it's crazy.
That does sound really good.
Yeah. Salt and vinegar
Chipotle
cookie.
scissor.
You know?
What did you say?
I said salt and vinegar cookie.
All right, that's a little wild. That's kind of crazy.
Have you had a good salt and vinegar kettle chip lately?
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Bro. I'll
You know what
fist
I
fight your
just
grandma.
found? You know what I just found is Miss Vicky's is doing a spicy dill pickle
Oh no.
chip. And I'm a big like dill pickle chip guy. Right?
Yeah.
I love like Zapp's dill pickle ones, but the spicy ones that Miss Vicky's is doing right now, ridiculous. And you have to get them at like Subway.
Oh,
They don't do them in like fucking big bag.
yeah.
You have to go get the little guys.
Yeah.
So you have to like walk into a Subway and buy just a
See,
bag
you
of
know what
chips,
these companies
which is
are doing?
wild. I don't know if you've ever been to a Subway and just bought chips, but
Yeah.
it feels wrong as fuck. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the chip world, but TJ Maxx is doing the same thing. They have a like exclusive chip company brand. It's a company that exists without TJ Maxx,
Okay,
but
yeah.
they sell exclusive flavors at TJ Maxx. And I don't know if you ever been to a TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx
It is
exclusive.
not a food company.
No,
Yeah.
I went to a TJ Maxx for the first time last month, and I was like, this is wild.
They
Here
are kind of
locally?
cool though. Like
Yeah.
I kind of fuck with them because there's like everything in
Yeah.
there. There's all the things.
Yes,
in
but
it.
to go in there, like you said, to buy just chips, which is only at checkout, so you're standing in line with nothing.
right. You
So
gotta
you look-
wait till you get to the chips.
Yeah, it's like a fucking mile long line, and you get to and you're like, I'm actually just getting chips. They're like, you're what? I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. They're doing exclusive TJ Maxx drops though.
I
That's
thought
kinda
that
tight.
wasn't real, so I googled the company. It's like something mountain.
This is
chips.
the one we talked about.
Yeah. They're addictive because they're so good.
Is there a certain flavor?
Well, there's again exclusive at TJ
Okay,
Maxx.
yes, but if I'm going to get a bag of chips, I want to
Yeah.
know what I'm going for.
There's a honey barbecue one
Okay, yes.
at TJ Maxx, and there's a pink Himalayan sea salt and vinegar,
Okay.
which is
Salt
different
and
than the
vinegar.
salt and vinegar one, because the salt and vinegar one is like a turquoise bag. The sea salt and vinegar one is like a white with pink accents.
I was like, please tell me there's pink on that.
Oh, dude, it's so good. The sea salt and vinegar one is just like, it has an extra like edge to it.
Deep River.
Deep River, that's what it is.
Deep River.
I said mountain.
Mountain.
My bad.
Deep River snacks, yeah.
But they are starting to sell the individual little bags now at Winn-Dixie's. But it's only the core flavors. So it's like mesquite barbecue, not the honey barbecue. So there's a difference there.
Yeah.
They have like cracked pep, which I haven't had that one yet.
That one sounds delicious.
Cracked pep.
I'm a cracked
I'm a big cracked guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love me
Fresh
some fresh
cracked
cracked
pep?
pep.
Bruh.
Big fresh cracked pep guy.
Dude, it's awesome.
You do that
Adding
about me.
like, you got me fucked up in the kitchen with the little. What
Dude,
are
it's
these?
ridiculous, ain't it?
Yeah, what are those?
It's just a grinder.
Peppermill?
Yeah.
Peppermill.
Yeah.
The peppermill changed my life, dude.
Dude.
You saw I replaced it because I was like, I gotta have that on everything now.
Yeah.
It's got like a that on a cookie.
The only problem with
Salt and pepper
yeah,
cookie?
see that like a chocolate and black pepper, I think would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
That does sound good.
like a milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only problem with that is you have to buy a peppermill that if you're buying like a throwaway one, disposable
Yeah.
one, you have to get one that you can turn down how thick or how thin the grind is.
I agree.
Because what happens is you'll get the ones that
Caught.
are just disposable. Well, not caught, but you'll go to crack it and it'll be half of the fucking peppercorn come out. And then you're like going to chew and you're just gnawing on peppercorn.
That
You know what I
also, if you've ever hit a store-bought peppercorn mill thing, the head of it, if you're at all greasy, at all moisture, you're not getting a grip on that thing at all. You're just, what's going on here?
I feel like you know from experience.
I do. There needs to be grips or adjustments or some sort of texture that's not just like...
You could always like put a rubber band around it. I'm saying.
That could work. Could work. Throw a couple of them rigs on there. We should just take over the peppermill game, dude. I mean,
Bro.
fuck it, why not, right?
You
Big
see
idea,
Maddie's? He has an electric
guys. How
one.
much? No, his came out. His actual one.
Oh, word.
Yeah. But his is like,
You talking about the black one?
and it sits on top of the salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was an electric one.
No, it's right there. But you know how much that thing costs?
No. Like $100 or something?
More than that.
More than that.
Yeah. Yeah, the salt mine and the pepper mill together I think are like 300 or something like that.
It don't even hold that much salt.
Yeah.
But a pinch.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That
What-
shit better last a lifetime, dude.
Yeah, for real. When you're cooking cookies,
Baking them.
when you're baking cookies,
Okay, there you go.
why is it not called cooking?
I don't know.
Baking and cooking are different, dude. Remember we talked about this in the
Yeah,
beginning?
you're baking cookies, but you're cooking bacon. Why is that?
I don't know, dude. I don't make the rules, man.
It's fucking gay.
Just fucking ask the question, dude.
How long does it normally take you in a day? Like, do you wake up super early and you just start a batch and you're like, yo, I'm doing it from 9 to 12? Or, like, what's going
So
on?
I bake at a commercial kitchen now. So I started out baking at home, but now like with the business expanding, like I bake in a commercial kitchen. So I have to book time in the kitchen and then travel across town to like be there. So it's a lot different that way. But when I'm there, I try to be there like 3 to 5 hours at a time. And I think like in 5 hours lately, I've been getting like 200 cookies done.
Damn.
So yeah. And it like that depends too on like how many flavors I'm making. If I'm doing a double batch, it'll be faster and
Yeah.
you know all that stuff. But one cool thing about having the commercial kitchen is that when I was baking at home, it would take me 30 minutes just to bake. Like not even making the dough, but just to bake the cookies, it would take me 30 minutes. In the commercial kitchen, it takes me less than 8 minutes. So I'm very happy to have the commercial kitchen now.
With the commercial kitchen, are you able or allowed to prep anything before you get there? Or
Everything is at the kitchen. So it's like
Okay.
all the health department stuff. It's like my butter's there. Like all of my ingredients are at the kitchen. Yeah. So I can't bring anything like from home and do it.
yeah. And then with that, like, when does it become a thing where you have to put nutritional facts on something? Like, as far as, like, calorie counts and shit like that.
I feel like I should know the answer to that, but I think it's because I'm mainly selling like direct to consumers
Yeah.
that I don't have to. But if I was like wanted to get like into a store, like sell it,
Like,
with
you wanted to
Winn-Dixie
go
or
on
something,
Shark Tank.
yeah, then I would feel like I would have to have it. But I don't know if like my labels like barely have enough room for what I have on there now. Sometimes
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the ingredients for y'all's
That's what I
cookie
was
like
saying,
barely
yeah.
fit on the back.
Yeah. But you've got all the ingredients
Yeah.
and shit on here.
It's like I have the ingredients with all the sub ingredients and then the
Yeah.
allergens and
yeah.
That's interesting. Because there's some things that I feel like you can't find calorie counts, and I know this can be wildly specific. But cinnamon flavored Mentos, okay,
those exist.
They're so fire.
Okay.
It's 100 calories for the whole thing, and I had to Google that because
you was eating 9 fucking sleeves of them in a day.
fuck you, dude.
This is the thing with Cody. Is that
my
he
God.
finds one fucking thing that he really, really likes,
I'm the
and then he
same
just
way.
goes, ham bone on that shit for a while. Like he used to eat probably 400 calories worth of sunflower seeds like a fucking day.
Plain or
I do
flavored?
still. At work. Only at the Big Dale bags. The Big Dale bags, the ranch or the barbecue ones.
Yes, I was gonna say like it has to be the ranch or barbecue ones.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I feel like they slapped that out of the ballpark. I tried the sweet and spicy one, but it's got it's way too sweet.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's crazy. But
I did get off them for a while.
He has an addiction with them. I'm really sorry to hear that, actually, that you're back on those things. But but that's how he is. He finds one
fall
thing
off.
and he just he hammers it home.
And then you come back to it and you're like, man, why did I stop eating these? These were delicious.
Yeah, what is that saying? You fall off the cart or something?
The
We all
wagon?
fall off the wagon.
You fall off the wagon, just get back on it. The wagon's still going.
Yeah.
I just fell off.
Yeah. Just riding a bike.
I'm getting back on that horse.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Yeah, it's a problem. I get addicted to problems. I got problems.
100 calorie cinnamon Mentos, huh?
Yeah, you can go through a sleeve of those, pretty easy. But
How
they
many are
make
you eating
it
at a time? Like, are you shoving
the sleeve.
whole, like all
The
not
whole
one at a
sleeve.
time? No, I'm saying like how many?
Oh,
are
like
at once?
12
Yeah.
Mentos in his mouth at
Like
once.
that hurts.
He's walking around work.
No, I'm well.
So not one.
No, like if I'm being around people, I'm doing 2 at a time. Just get a good little dip or chew and but if it's just me, probably 4.
Okay.
Jesus.
Because you could go 3 times on the 4, but if you go 2, you get a good 5 to 6 depending on the sleeve.
Where are you going straight tongue, or are you throwing them in the lip?
I can't not chew.
Okay.
Gotta chew it.
Got you.
Yeah. I think that's why the sunflower seeds are such an attractive thing to me, is because you have an activity and a snack.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
It's a flavored activity.
What's the
Not a lot of
calorie
those.
count on the sunflower seeds?
For the whole bag,
Yeah.
not the sleeve ones,
Yeah.
but the Dale bags.
Yeah.
Those are 420 for the whole bag. Those are supposed to last you a few days.
Supposed to.
All right.
Do we need to talk about it?
That's right.
So how many hours is that lasting?
Depending on the season. Because if I'm mowing, your hands are busy. You're not eating while you're mowing. You see what I'm saying?
You could.
Yeah. What's up?
It's hard.
It's harder.
But
if you really wanted it to work, you could make it work.
Oh yeah, he could.
yeah, but a 0 turn, your gas and steering is in the. There is no gas on
Can't
the
you
foot.
hold them together like that in the middle?
You can, but it's
Yeah.
how much of a problem do you want me to have, dude? I'm trying to reason with myself to get out.
Let's say off season.
Off season, a bag a day easy.
Real.
Crushing. And that's I'm super setting that with coffee.
Oh my god.
So you're talking about ranch flavored with
Sunflower
coffee flavored. White chocolate
Extra
and
sweet,
ranch.
Yeah.
So I can see the sweet savory thing.
It's it's starting to make sense.
I'm
now.
already doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes in there and tries to make a coffee and ranch cookie after you leave. It's I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Dude,
Yeah.
a hot honey cookie?
I did a hot honey cookie.
Really?
Yeah, the one I did with Rise Up Lights was a hot honey and lemon. So false perceptions. It should be
See-
coming back in March because that was one of my favorite cookies lately.
See, I
I feel
could.
like that's a good, almost summertime cookie too. You know, any of those like fruity type lighter ones?
Yeah,
Strawberry lemonade.
That
Watermelon
I bet that
lemonade.
blueberry mojito,
Watermelon
too.
lemonade.
that one's good. Yeah,
I bet that one's banging for. Yeah, because that's kind of one of those things with cookies. It's wintertime is definitely the market.
Yeah.
But like, what do you do as far as summertime? Are you doing more kind of those lighter summery
I would
flavors?
say,
Or
yeah, like I play around with like fruit flavors and like lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure like what I'm doing this summer yet, but it's going to be a lot more of the
Yeah.
fun. Like I've wanted to do like an ice cream set before.
Oh, yeah,
So like just finding different ways of incorporating like the seasonal flavors, you
Yeah.
know.
What is the difference in business from like August or whatever, or
Like, what are your
November?
seasons?
Well,
November, December is I survive on energy drinks.
yeah.
But like January, February is kind of slow, you know, New Year's resolutions, people are eating better, like that sort of thing. And then it'll start picking up again like during the summer, I think.
When people give up.
Yeah,
essentially.
March is when people are like, I'm over this
Yeah.
shit. Start
Yeah.
eating cookies again.
Well, it's like rough right now, kind of, in a way rough, because a lot of people gave up sweets for Lent too. So that makes a difference.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about giving up, giving up?
Never give up.
Never surrender.
I was like, I feel like this is a saying and I can't think of it.
Galaxy
Thank you.
Quest, brother.
Yeah, well,
That was a slapper of a movie. Tim Allen slammed that
didn't
movie.
even see it, but
Really?
I'm glad you slam dunked that one for yourself.
Okay.
And for everybody watching.
That's
or
fine.
listening.
That's okay. Go look that up,
it?
brother. It's a great movie.
Because I didn't know that one.
Yeah. Is there any sort of plans for different shapes, like long cookies?
Like Subway style.
Fuck you, dude. You know? Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking
Thank
of.
you. Not right now. Like
Yeah.
right now I'm sticking with my little circles and stuff.
Like,
But like branching out into different
Drake-inspired
things.
cookies or something.
Oh man.
Dude, get out.
I don't know.
You know?
Like a
The
foot long.
foot long rigs.
Yeah.
That's
Are there
crazy.
any cookies that have been inspired? Like, I know you
Mm-hmm.
said like local bands and stuff. Is there been like a Taylor Swift cookie or something inspired by like mainstream music?
Not really, just because I don't listen to a lot of mainstream stuff much anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like a red velvet cookie for a Taylor Swift event. So, I mean, but that's just...
You
'cause
have to feed
red
the
is
Swifties.
the favorite. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get rambunctious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But I can rename... Like, I can make a flavor and then just rename the cookie to fit, you know.
Oh, I guess that's
I
true.
like that
too,
you're
yeah.
giving us behind the scenes right there.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, yeah, that's not that cookie. That's
Well, and, like, I
different.
mean, you can see on, like, on some of the cookies where, like, I'll have the name and then, like, in the smaller text, it's like, this is what the cookie actually
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
You know.
Like a Taylor Swift cookie mixed with the Chiefs, you could do like a red velvet, but with yellow sprinkles. Mm-hmm. That's a Super Bowl
See?
cookie.
You're on it.
The Super Bowl cookie.
What would you make if you could completely customize a cookie? Like what? I mean, you're hard because you do it all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's not a cookie that you haven't just because you could just
Thought
make
about
it
or
right
do
then.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like, one of the cookies that I've wanted to make that I haven't, like, fully mastered the flavor yet is a cotton candy cookie. I've wanted to make one of those, yeah.
That seems like you'd be able to do that pretty easy. Like you.
Like, no,
not
yeah,
us.
yeah. Like, I mean, I have the flavor, like, almost there, but it's not, like, I'm not happy with it yet, you know?
What is it that's messing you? Is it the like cotton candy? Like what is the?
You mean the
hiccup?
Because,
flavor?
I mean, like, because there's so
Yeah.
many different flavors of cotton candy, too. Or, like,
Yeah.
Fun Dip or something like that. Because it's, like, it's blue raspberry, but it's not, like, when you have, like, a blue cotton candy, you're not just
Yeah.
full-on blue
It's not
raspberry. It's
blue
a subtle,
raspberry,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Even if they tell you that the flavor is blue raspberry.
I feel like that's a hard thing to do though because it's like it's just sugar. You know, it's just like melted sugar.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Am I
there's-
being an idiot? But like when I think of cotton candy, I don't think of blue raspberry. I think of cotton candy,
Yeah, oh, yeah, and there's that,
like
too.
pink blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't-
like
there's
cotton
supposed to
candy
be
Dippin' Dots
flavors.
is different, you know. Like if I could replicate that flavor, that'd be really cool.
But like I mean that's that's all it is just sugar. You know what I mean? And it has
Well,
like
then there's like flavorings
dye
and
or
stuff
flavorings
too. Yeah,
or whatever.
because
into
there's people in Pensacola who do specialty cotton candy.
Yeah.
You know, and they have different flavors of it.
Yeah, that I feel like that's a difficult one to kind of grasp.
Yeah.
Or at least get it somewhat of the thing figured out.
Would it also? I assume it'd also be colored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I think I'd be a sucker for like just all sorts of colors.
Yeah.
Even if it just flavor
Well, I mean, that's-
was plain.
I mean
Yeah.
that's the
whatever.
thing is like
Colors are
You eat
like
with your
the
eyes.
with your eyes.
Yeah.
you know
that
what I
blue cookie is slaps.
Like the fucking the king cake cookies. Those things look ridiculous. Like they look so sick. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like those like that kind of shit. When you see it, you're like, damn, what is that?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
It's just rolled in the sugar.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't know, dude. Honestly, after you said chicken and waffles, like that one sounds really good.
Yeah.
Like Nashville hot chicken and waffle,
Yeah.
I feel like would
That'd
be
be good.
Now what?
I will say,
ridiculous.
I wanted to do like a flamin' hot cookie too. But
Yeah.
like that, like style flavor
Yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah. But I think that like that kind of syrupy, but like spicy syrupy,
Yes.
and then the chickeny kind of flavor and
What if it didn't have to be packaged? So you could add elements that you can't packaging wise. Like you could put chicken in it. You could put pieces of waffle in it, like hot, fresh.
Yeah.
Right there.
Like I'm making it fresh. Yeah.
like a tindy on top. You put like a little baby tindy, the fried chicken tindy.
Dude, and then hot honey right on top.
Yeah.
Like the Chipotle honey. Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. See, I think that would be a really
Yeah.
really banging flavor.
See, there's so much you can do with flavors. There really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
What was that that breakfast sandwich from McDonald's that was really popular?
McMuffin.
No, with the
McGriddle?
McGriddle. A McGriddle cookie?
I don't know. I honestly don't even know if I've ever
Pockets
had a
of
McGriddle.
I've not been.
What is the McGriddle?
Isn't it like pancakes?
It's pancake
instead of
buns
biscuit? Yeah.
with pockets of syrup in it. Within whatever your middle is.
So it makes me think
bacon,
of
egg,
like
and cheese,
the
whatever.
sausage corn dog breakfast thing that's wrapped in
Exactly.
pancake.
From Ballpark?
those?
Bro, Ballpark's...
Those are. Why are those so good? Honestly, it kind of messes me up. It kind of. It kind of messes me up because I'm like, am I really eating a sausage pancake corn dog right now?
Yeah, and
I'm
is
like,
it-
what the fuck? And why is it so good?
Yeah,
And,
makes
I
no
still
sense.
can't. I still can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
But those used to be the absolute shit
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Are we doing what everybody does when they learn that you make cookies?
What's that?
We just won't shut the fuck up about... Have you
I
tried
don't
this?
mind.
Have you tried chocolate chip?
Well, like, I mean, I've had people who come up to me and are just like, I only eat oatmeal raisin. And I'm like, I don't do that. Like, you want to look at what I have? I find something that you're going to like, but I'm not an oatmeal raisin cookie. Like, I'll eat oatmeal raisin, but not the business, you know?
You should make a... See,
Oatmeal raisin.
Continue to do it. You should make like a Garbage Pail Kid cookie. Where it's like flavors... that maybe the cookie itself, it's kind of like the jelly beans that
The
are
Bertie
like
Bott's?
booger or
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like
So I've
it's
done...
not necessarily meant for it to be pure enjoyment. It's like, ooh, are you gonna get a good one or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've done, like, roulette.
I'm down.
Blackberry jalapeno.
Okay. I've done roulettes before, actually with the blackberry jalapeno, where I've done, like, little sets of it, where it's, like, 5 blackberry jalapenos, but then one of them is just completely jalapeno, and, like, doubled up the jalapeno. So that's been fun.
Cookie.
Have you ever made a cookie that was like,
Carolina Reaper hot?
yeah, like it's like a challenge cookie?
I wanted to. That was one
That would
that I
be
wanted
cool
to do
as
for, like,
fuck.
heat in the street.
Hey,
The
but-
one cookie challenge?
Yeah.
Like the one chip
Pocky?
challenge?
Yeah.
Dude.
Make it a flaming hot
Yeah.
one
Extra
cookie
stupid
challenge.
hot.
Yeah.
Extra scooping hot?
Extra stupid hot.
Oh,
That's what I
extra
said.
stupid. I was like scooping hot.
Extra stupid hot. Alright, let's see what's up with this. I'm gonna split this in half.
I want to get a whiff
for
of it. Essence
like,
is smell, isn't it?
Yeah. The
Essence?
first time I made this, I gave it to
Oh
my
my.
neighbors to taste test, and I didn't tell them what it was. I only gave them like, "Hey, don't give this to your 4-year-old."
It smells like a.
Words.
You know the little muffin, the little blueberry muffins.
Oh,
little
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
That's exactly what. That
Oh,
smells
what are
like.
those called?
Like little Debbie little muffins.
the Entenmann's.
No,
Like in the
they're little Debbie.
white pack. Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. Wrong ones.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The little baby ones.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like poppable.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that smells like.
You know what that kind of food reminds me of? Futurama. The aliens, they went and found a world of aliens, but they didn't know they were aliens. They thought they were little chicken nuggets. And they were eating them. And it ended up being an alien race. They were eating it. Do you remember? Nobody?
I never
No.
even watched that show.
Look that up, guys.
Okay.
That is
I don't know if I
a
want
good
to watch
episode.
that.
We're eating cookies.
Yeah. You can't tell.
This job rocks.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
the blueberry.
it's
Yeah. It's at the end.
yeah,
But the blueberry flavor is so fucking
but it's
good.
blackberry.
Blackberry, my bad.
You're good.
I also said blueberry.
Yeah.
I fucked you
I
up.
was wondering how
Well,
the blueberry muffin came into it.
I don't know, but it smells.
I think it's the
exactly
color that I was like,
It smells a
oh,
lot.
I got
like
that
it.
pepper right there.
Mhm.
It almost is late to the party. It's almost like, I promise you I'm coming.
But it makes you
I told
think-
you I was coming.
Yeah.
It makes you think you're done with the cookie, and it's like, hold up, I'm still here.
Yeah. I always liken it to like
Damn,
vanilla
that was
Coke.
really fucking good.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Nope, not that.
flavored cocaine.
Blackberry cocaine.
Can you imagine if cocaine was flavored?
I think they do have flavor.
Flavored cocaine?
I think it's just from where you get it from.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
All right. Well,
This one's really good.
it is really fucking good.
Thanks.
You don't make a bad cookie.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. So what
I
is
just don't
that?
share them.
So how long, as far as like R&D, are you going through like taste testing, trying different things? How long does it take once you get the idea of, okay, this is what I'm feeling?
Generally, I can like nail it down in like the first or second like batch.
Oh, shit.
Just from like having experience
Really?
with doing it so
Damn.
much. Some cookies though, I think I've done like 5 batches of the cotton candy and haven't figured it out yet. Other than that, it's like I want to say a few have taken like 3 or 4 just to figure out the ratio of like
Yeah.
the flavors and stuff. You know.
So your cotton candy is like your white whale. You can't seem to get it.
Yes.
It's okay. We don't.
I
I'll
believe
get it.
in
I'll
you.
get it. It's my goal for the summer. I'm gonna have it eventually.
Yeah. I totally believe in you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dude.
I mean, fuck. Everything else we've had has been ridiculous, dude. Oh man. Yeah. So whenever you are doing flavors, are you like, is most of it coming up with the flavor like prior? Okay, so like you're not
Like, is that the
testing
hardest
flavor-
part?
Yeah, is that the hardest part, or are you testing flavors like in the cookie after
In
you
the
come up
cookie
with the
after.
idea?
I mean, like I'll eat the raw cookie dough like to get an
Yeah.
idea of like, oh man, did I put like way too much jalapeno in this, or do I need to balance it out better? But in general, it's like I have to bake the whole batch in order to figure it out.
Okay, so that's the longer period.
Yeah.
The idea is coming pretty quickly, somewhat.
Generally speaking, yeah. Like I mean, I'm working on like a band collab where I'm sitting listening to the music for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting like these 5 different flavors, or like what it's calling to me, but how do I incorporate these 5 flavors? I mean, it's not gonna be all 5. It's
Right.
gonna be like 2 or 3, and then figure out like what ratio, what's gonna be the predominant flavor. Yeah,
What has been the most expensive cookie to
to make.
start from scratch to finished product, as far as like maybe materials
Yeah,
or like
yeah. Having like a specialty ingredient in it.
yeah. Has there been anything you had to get from out of the country?
Oh no. I try to make sure that like the ingredients that I have I can use in other recipes. So right now I'm trying to figure out like the hot honey. I'm like, yes, tell me more hot honey stuff, because I'm trying to figure out like what else to use the hot honey for instead of just the Rice Up Lights cookie.
Yeah. You could use it for the pizza cookie.
No, dude, the pepper, like having a pepperoni pizza with hot honey on it is so good.
Having a cookie with a pepperoni inside of it.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Garlic
McGriddle-
flavored.
The McGriddle, but in a cookie.
Yeah.
It's
Pepperoni
cookie and
style
pepperoni
of-
and
yeah.
yeah.
That sounds delicious. So I haven't like fully confirmed it yet, but I'm doing a specialty menu for Born to Burn Fest at the Handlebar, which is
Okay.
on 420, and I want to make like a specialty. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you're gonna sell out.
Hell yeah.
They're not even gonna be worried about the flavors.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I'm gonna have
wild.
fun
Man.
with that. I feel like that's my time to like just mess with flavors, you know.
Yeah. What has been your favorite collab you've done so far? You're in our studio.
Jeez, if only I could think
Big
of
deal.
the peanut. I will say the peanut butter cheesecake one has been really popular.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Everyone who's had that one was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like same reaction as y'all.
Hey, big idea, guys.
Yeah.
We got it figured out over here, dude.
Yeah.
We got it figured out.
Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoy working with the local bands and doing their cookies. You know,
Yeah.
that's been one of my favorite parts.
I
for
definitely
sure.
could
Really-
feel that.
That's a really cool idea too. Like I don't think I've ever really heard anybody that's like collabing with a band but listens to the music to like figure out
Yeah.
okay, what am I feeling through this
Yeah.
or getting through this. I feel
I've
like
never
that's a
heard that
completely-
with any food
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
at all. Like,
Right.
Bring Me the Horizon Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. No, I think
You
that's
know?
like
Yeah.
a cool ass way of like really trying to incorporate the flavors and get some,
Yeah.
I think that's super sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you have like a cap for how, or maybe not a cap, like a a ceiling for how many you're allowed to make before you have to do something else. As
What do you
far
mean?
like, I think we were talking to Mrs. Jones, or no, it might have been Big Jerk. But they were getting to a point where they're like, we can't get much bigger than we are now without having to like sell out to like a bigger thing or something.
Yeah.
I'm really blanking on how it's worded.
Like
Distributing?
expanding and
Yeah,
distribution.
like-
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everyone expects me to move into like having a storefront, but it's like I started the business so I could like spend more time like with my kid.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to be locked into staffing a storefront every day.
Yeah.
So that's why I do the commercial kitchen, then just go to markets or sell like, that way. And then it all depends on how many I can bake on my own.
So
I mean, I've had some people like come in and help me like package and stuff, like especially in
Yeah.
December. They came and helped me package while I was baking, so that was tremendous help.
Yeah.
Because it takes like almost longer to package the cookies than it does to
Well,
like
yeah.
bake and even wash dishes.
I mean, like, you think about the label and the sealing of everything and, like, stapling, and I'm sure it's probably,
Yeah.
Doing that many cookies, it probably takes
yeah.
way too long. Or not way too long, but a long
I mean,
long
yes,
ass
way too
time.
long.
Yeah.
So are you as big as you want to be right now?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, yeah. Like, I'm comfortable where I am. I would love to, like, be in more, like, stores locally or, like, with food trucks or something like that.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't happened yet, and I'm kind of learning as I go anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to happen how it's happened, I thought I was just going to go to market, like, little markets on every other Saturday and just get, like, some adult time in. Because, like, when I started it, my kid was, like, 4 years old, and like I was a stay-at-home mom and doing that, so I was like, I need to go talk to adults.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, time
but
out
then
of the
next thing I
house.
know, like, it's just progressed, like,
Yeah.
and I'm so thankful for how it's progressed.
Go ahead.
What do you think is that key factor that has made it progress? Like, is it you pushing for it to be in certain places or to work with certain people, or has it literally just taken off and you're just like along for the ride kind of?
I say more of the latter, but I'm also like, I
Never
stress
understood that saying, by the way.
more of the latter.
Second.
Latter, not former, latter, the second choice.
Okay.
Okay, there you go, got it. Okay.
Got it
But
when
like-
you said
The
second.
ladder.
It's that southern accent.
Yeah.
Upon a ladder.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, I mean, I stress about being part of the community, especially as a small business owner. It's like you can't just like expect to do your product and then show up and have people buy it.
Yeah.
You have to like incorporate yourself in the
Yeah.
community. You have to support each other.
It
So I
is-
think that helps.
It is, and Pensacola is kind of one of those tight knit communities,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we were talking about it before you got here, like the amount of places we've seen you at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
being a part of things or being present there
Yeah.
is like one of those things. It's like, yeah, you might just be along for the ride, but you putting in the work to do that and showing up to those places and being in front of the community
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
is what's doing it.
And
you know
being
what I mean?
consistent.
Yeah,
you know?
and like, and I don't think I realized how big of a deal that was
Mm-hmm.
here, or I mean, in any kind of small community, until I started doing the real estate stuff,
Right.
honestly, because my team is just involved with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like one of those things. The more you can get in front of the community and do things for the community, dude, it's like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're meeting people and, possibly making clients and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but it's about, like, the entirety of building everybody up, you
Yeah.
know? But, like I said, I think a lot of that comes from you just being like, yeah, I'm going to be a part of it and doing it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And getting in front of people. So, I mean, don't sell yourself short on that front, because you definitely, you
Thanks.
put in the work for it.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
You're like an addition to the thing, whatever the thing is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think you'll ever be something that's subtracts from the attention or like the event or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I feel like you're in everywhere. That's your like niche or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because who doesn't want a sweet snack or like something
Yeah.
to nibble on, or this is a cool thing to try.
Right.
Who doesn't want that, especially at an event? Vendors bring
Yeah.
more attention, more
Yeah.
people, more like smiles.
Yeah, as long as you're not gluten free, I can sell anyone a cookie.
Don't
I got
give
vegan
anything
cookies,
to
but I
Derek.
don't do gluten free.
Yeah.
Word.
Not yet, at least. Maybe one day.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. That's for sure.
Do you have like a rough estimate
Mm-hmm.
on calories per cookie? Is there like a?
I
has
mean,
that
I
ever
can-
been a?
If someone's asked me before, and like I know the recipe-ish that like my cookie was inspired by. Like it's gone through like a lot of iterations before it became like my cookie.
Yeah.
So it's like I can look at that one and be like, okay, it's going to be around this. Like it's not like 500, it's more like 75, 80, somewhere around there.
Calories a cookie?
I want to say something like that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Because that tasted too good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, like I would have to send it off to a lab to get fully tested in something. So
Yeah.
like, don't quote me. But
Oh, you're good.
you
You're
know.
good. I'm going to quote you. Like,
Tells
no, she
everybody.
said, I swear to God, she said
75.
75. That was the lowest number she brought up.
I won't let it But
But they're super flavorful for that amount of calories. I know, like, that's big for people, especially like if you're in a diet. Has anybody ever approached you about like maybe doing like a diet cookie?
Like
Or
a,
cookie
I've
light?
had people ask for like keto or sugar free, like
Yeah.
that sort of thing, and I'm
it's a
like,
light cookie.
Like cookie.
It's a light one.
Yeah.
It's cookie light.
You're like, just take a bite then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bite the
Yeah.
whole thing off.
Yeah.
but I mean, in my mind, if you want something like that, there's plenty of bakers in Pensacola who specialize in those sorts of things. So I'm like, I'd rather send, customers to them who can specialize in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, you found like your kind of area,
Yeah.
and there's plenty of other people in there.
Yeah,
that
and I
like
can
do
still
that.
expand like from my area. But it's
Yeah.
like if someone else is like specializing in gluten-free cookies,
Yeah,
go that way.
Yeah.
Like enjoy
Right.
them. Like
yeah.
they're excelling at it.
Is there room for like potential other like close to cookie type things, like a blondie, like the brownie thing that's like part cookie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever
I'm sticking with cookies.
word?
Sticking with cookies. I chose the business name on purpose.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be like eventually like when, R&D goes through of like taking the cookie and turning it into something else
Yeah.
possibly, but
Yeah.
it's always going to be a cookie.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have like, I know we kind of talked about
Mm-hmm.
like where you expect it to be or where you want to be. Do you have like a 5-year idea of what what in a perfect world,
Yeah.
what the business would look like, where you would be?
See, I
Like-
struggle with that because I'm like storefront because there's like they're building like strip malls like near where I live. I'm like, how perfect would that be? To just drive 10 minutes up the road and have my kitchen and store there and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But then it goes back to the whole like I need to hire employees and I need to do this, and that is a scary step of like
Yeah.
because I have like a contractor right now that I hire, but like having a W-2 employee is
Right.
just it's a terrifying feeling of being responsible for
somebody's-
somebody else.
Yeah.
Having to give them consistent hours and the a paycheck that's not just minimum wage or something like that.
Right.
What you could do, as far as like it being like all over the place hours wise,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to get somebody as like veterans, somebody that doesn't need the money per se,
Yeah.
but just doesn't want to be bored.
Yeah, like
'Cause-
how I started out as.
Yeah.
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 You could get fellow people like that. Like I know typical greeters at stores don't really need the job.
Yeah,
They just do it to.
They don't want to be alone. They don't want to be bored. They want to have a routine. Hey, Bob, how you been?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on in your family? They want to have some
Yeah.
sort of fellowship kind of thing. Not, again, that you're
yeah,
Yeah.
searching after that, but that is like a thing for that.
yeah.
But it sounds like you're kind of more zoned.
You're
towards
killing
the,
it, what you're
like-
doing.
Yeah, like the like.
I would like to get more into distribution, like
Yeah.
being able to like have wholesale accounts and that sort
Right.
of thing. Because like right now, I want to say my only wholesale partner is the Coastal Cat Cafe. Like they sell my cookies there.
Oh yeah.
So
I haven't been there yet.
you should. They're so nice there.
Hey,
That
I love it.
Our team, our commercial
Yeah.
team is the one who did that lease.
Nice.
They
okay.
did all the building stuff for that. That's super cool though. So, but you would like to be in more of kind of those kind of local spots like that? Is that
In a
kinda
way,
where
like
you-
something where like I personally don't have to show up to sell cookies.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like because spending 8 to 3 at a market every Saturday is rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 9 to 2, but then you have to like set up and break
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and like I want to have my Saturdays back. Like last year when my kid was playing baseball, I only got to go to one of those games, so that was different. But like I had to remind myself, I'm like I am here with her all week.
Yeah.
Like this one day can be like the daddy-daughter day.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Have you ever thought of like, what if somebody came to buy you out and maybe wanted to like buy your company, but then also like hire you as a consultant for their cookie company? Have you ever thought of
I would
that
say
potential?
no, just because I enjoy what I do so much, and I already have a hard time like giving up like control of things when it comes to the company, like when it comes to the branding and the brand voice and all that stuff. Yeah. That would be fun though, to just be a consultant, but I wouldn't want it to be something that like I brought up from the ground up, you know.
Yeah. So like I assume you don't have rivals, because I wouldn't assume you would consider like Crumble your rival.
I mean, we're in the same like sphere. Like you have to know who you're.
But
like,
I feel like you
know,
customize so much better than a company like that does.
I think it's because I focus on the locals.
Yeah, that's what
I mean. Yeah.
Like I don't know how big Crumble is, but I know they're big enough that they're like.
It's like cross country. I mean, it's a national.
Yeah, like it was started
So
in Utah and it made its way here, you know.
So maybe they're basically big and clunky. You're mobile and you're able to pivot on a fucking.
Well, and one thing that I enjoy about this is that I can like decide, like, hey, on Saturday I'm gonna make this flavor, and then like this, like when I did the s'mores cookies for Campfire Fund, it was like I didn't have to go to corporate and ask corporate, hey, I really like this organization, can I raise money for this? It's like, hey, I'm doing this, like, that's it.
Yeah, there's nobody you have to,
it's like I get to make the decisions. Yeah.
That is one of the most attractive things about like a small business. It's like you don't have anybody above you that's saying like, oh, you can't do that,
Yeah.
So I get
only
that
yourself,
for sure.
you know.
Yeah. So
You should do some Halloween cookies, like themed after the major. Maybe not. I guess they are all slashers.
Yeah. So I'm not a horror movie person at all.
I respect that.
That's crazy.
I got nightmares from watching E.T. and Snow White as a kid, so like that's my
That's a little
E.T. and Snow White, you said?
yeah.
There is that one scary
E.T.'s
part.
head didn't stop growing in my dream. I mean, like I was like 5 or 6, but I still remember it, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Over here. Yeah, they just keep doing that apparently.
Yeah. What was the Snow White scary part?
Yeah, dude. What was that?
I thought there was one.
You just
I thought there
sleep
was
a lot?
one. I thought there was
I don't-
one.
The
There-
apple. You could
Oh, it
die.
was the witch lady
Yeah.
that came around.
So my dream was a black background, Dopey running around, the witch coming out with like a axe and chopping him up, and then him multiplying like all of the Fantasia brooms, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it was like that, but Dopey style. And I don't know why I remember that. That's my first nightmare I've ever had, but it was. I
The
didn't
witch
watch.
was scary though.
Yeah.
She was. I remember seeing her and be like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Got a bit of a nose on her, you know?
She did. Didn't she have a? She had a mole or whatever too, didn't she?
A lot going on the nose area.
Yeah. There was quite a bit involved there. Yeah, those are some. And the fact that you still remember them too, obviously, it definitely fucked you.
It had an effect on me. So yeah, I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah.
So are you not going to watch the live action remake of Snow White?
Oh, I'll watch it. I'm better about that now. Like with.
You're like, no, I'm good.
I'm okay now. Well, like, because my kid wanted to watch Snow White, so I watched it with her. I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad.
Yeah.
And then when I was in college, like, we had to watch E.T. for a film music class. I was like, okay, I'm going to get through this. And I was like, why was I afraid of this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm over those, but it's amusing to me.
Hey,
I still remember those dreams.
We all have those, because I told him about a werewolf thing that I had. And I brought up that movie, and I showed him the, like, monster of that movie, and it was not very convincing.
Yes.
But when you're a kid, you're like, that's as real as anything I've ever seen in my entire life. That is the realest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you think, like this, for example, Leprechaun, you're like, there's no way. Who else seen that Leprechaun? Say, hey!
Anybody seen Leprechaun? Say yeah. Yeah.
I love that video.
Such a good bit. So good.
That would be very cool graphic for like a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting that, like, do
This
you ever do
amateur
just
sketch.
The animated sketch? Yeah, the amateur sketch.
You know, because they do like the
printed
Christmas
cookies,
cookies
yeah.
that's printed.
Yeah.
That would be a funny little print to put on it.
Shit, isn't St. Patrick's Day coming up?
Mm-hmm. On the 16th or 17th, I think.
Yeah, it'll be like a week after
away.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sick. Yeah, that's always such a good video.
So how often do you aim to do a collab? Or is it not like you aim
It's
to
not
do
like
it just
I need a
happens?
collab every month or I need this, you know, sort of thing. It's just as they happen. Like I did the special like band collabs for January, but like half of those were cookies that I had done like from last year.
Yeah.
And then like I added like a few extra bands onto that menu. So I was like struggling during like November, December as like all of those holiday stuff was happening, like trying to establish, hey, like reach out to bands, be like, hey, are you interested in this? And like, but I mean, other than that, it's not something that I necessarily seek out. But it's like if I get the inspiration for something, I'm like, hey, I'm interested in this. Are you interested in this kind of situation?
Have you had other like food companies reach out to you locally, like maybe potentially to do something like? The only reason I ask is because we've had like Big Jerk and Mrs. Jones, so those are like beverage.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to do something with Big Jerk.
Yeah,
I mean, Mrs. Jones, but again, coffee.
Would
Sorry,
you do
Mrs.
something
Jones.
like a pairing?
I've done beer pairings, like with breweries around
I
town.
saw that.
Yeah, so I would love to do that. I'd also like love to do like a cocktail pairing with someone, like cookies and cocktails.
Ooh.
I think would be fun.
That'd be really cool.
That sounds
too.
like adult children.
I feel like you could do that
I'm
for
okay
some like a festival or something.
Exactly.
Around here.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool.
What is that thing that we have here on the beach? It's not. It's not the Luna Fest.
It used to be Luna Fest.
Like, are you specifically talking Pensacola Beach or like Gulf Shores?
Yeah, I thought. No, I know
Okay.
that. That's Hangout.
Okay.
But I thought we had a big one. Not Night Moves, but it was right before Night Moves came. I thought we had one every year that was like not like Red Hot Chili Peppers big.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember it. If it.
Maybe it was the Luna Fest I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
I don't know.
That was probably 10 years ago. The last one we had. But I know Lagunas now is doing like a big. They're starting to bring in a bunch of really cool bands out on the beach. Which
What does it look like to be like a vendor for something like Hangout? Or like,
I mean, so
do you
like,
apply to something like that?
yeah, you have to apply to those things.
Bless you.
But like, thanks. But doing like, because I did 3 music festivals last year in Pensacola. So
Yeah.
I did Hollow World and then Heat in the Street and Night Moves. And like, even just all 3 of those were different in how they like selected vendors and how you had to apply and all that stuff. So it really depends on the organizer who's putting things on, you know?
Yeah.
Where is kind of like your band? Like, where's the furthest out you would want to go to do something? Like, do you have that limit yet of like, I wouldn't want to go further than this? Or,
Yeah.
You know?
So when I was a cottage baker before I got the commercial kitchen, you were only allowed to sell in Florida. So, like, I couldn't even, like, I live, like, 20 minutes from
Mobile.
Alabama. I couldn't cross the state line and sell over there. But now that I'm commercial, like, I do have that option, but I'm still, like, in that mindset of, like, I have to stay here.
Yeah.
It would have to be, like, a really, like, huge event for me to go past Santa Rosa County.
Yeah. I got you.
But honestly, I try to stay to Escambia County just because, like, that's my home in general,
I have a question for you. I don't know
Do you have to say that?
if this falls in the. Well, I was just thinking about it because I saw something on.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Can I raise my hand?
Yes.
I saw something on Facebook Marketplace that it's people selling like cookies or baked goods and stuff like that. And does that fall under the same like cottage kitchen like you just said, or is that like I don't know if that's.
So are you asking, like, what cottage bakery is?
Yeah, like what is the. I mean, is that I don't know how any of that works.
I think Mrs. Jones brought that up too. Cottage.
So cottage, like for cottage baking, there's certain things that you can make. There's certain things that you can't make. You like technically can't use like real buttercream. So you can't make like a cake and decorate it with buttercream because butter has to be refrigerated. So they won't let you do that. You'd have to have a commercial kitchen to do that. Okay. Like I wouldn't be able to add in like the chicken and waffles. I wouldn't be able to do a cookie like that from home because like, chicken has to be like regulated and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that,
So it's just, is it all like quote unquote shelf stable stuff?
Yes.
Is what they're wanting you to, okay.
Yeah.
But so anybody can do that or you have to get like a license for that?
There's not a license for it. I mean, you might have to get like a BTR for it, but there's not
like, but there's not like
there's not an inspector who comes in and like looks at your kitchen. It's like, okay.
Okay.
I mean, there's like an inspector who would come in and be like, "Hey, why are you selling this from your house? You're not allowed to like make this and sell it to somebody."
Yeah, but they're not just doing that normally for people that are selling stuff like on Facebook Marketplace or whatever. It's just
Facebook
like
Marketplace is a special place. No, not everyone follows the rules on Facebook
Yeah,
Marketplace.
that's
Yeah.
very true.
So,
It's very true.
yeah.
But okay, that makes more sense then. Because I was trying to figure it out. I was like, how do they even get around? Like, for some reason in my head, it was like, if you're selling any kind of food stuff, you've got to have some kind of certification that says,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do this. But then I'm like, looking at the stuff on there, and I'm like, there's no fucking way
But
that these, you know?
Yeah, there's so much stuff though that falls under cottage too. Like you can do like the cookies, you can do cakes that don't have buttercream, you can do like jams and jellies, like as long as like a certain percentage of something, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like
you know.
pickled stuff, I'm guessing, is
I
probably...
don't know if pickled is included because of the acidity content.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that's different. Like I know you can't do beef jerky. You can't do pet food. Like you can't make dog treats and sell them from your home because that's regulated.
Completely different.
Yeah, like I know someone who sells dog treats, like has a commercial kitchen, sells dog treats, has to send their stuff out to be tested before they can sell it.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, that's wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, good to know if they want to get into dog treats, dude, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
I had a question while you were talking. I have totally forgot it.
That's a tough scene. Talking about
It's coming back to you.
Yeah.
cakes and cookies and Facebook.
Marketplace.
Keep going. Keep going. You're right in that ballpark.
Cottage. Pickles.
Commercial pickles.
Damn it. It was a good question, I thought.
Wow, that's good.
If it's that good, you'll remember it. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
I'm glad.
Don't bet on that.
That should be leaving his head so quick. It's
Oh,
kind of
it's
ridiculous.
wild that I just forgot that completely.
No, that's fine, dude. It's all good. We all, we fall apart.
Yeah.
You're getting to that age anyway, you know?
You'll get back on the wagon. It's okay.
Damn it. Y'all got to keep talking. I'm really going to think about this.
He's fucking dialed it.
I didn't want to forget that.
He is dialed it. So as far as next, like, big stuff, do you have any kind of big
Oh, this is what it was. Sorry. I remember that, though. Remember that. Let me say this, and then you can go.
Yeah, no, you're good, dude.
So I know you just want to do cookies.
Yeah.
This is cookies, what I'm about to say. So
I'm
have
worried.
you thought about doing take-home cookie dough? For them to maybe eat as... Or
like edible cookie dough, not the
Or-
here's a big tub and you scoop it yourself and make it yourself.
or that.
I would look into like the edible cookie dough. That'd be interesting. However, I don't know. I like my style of the cookie of
Yeah.
like this is how it's gonna taste. Like ovens are so different too. Like my first like day in the commercial kitchen was honestly, let's make a whole bunch of like this one flavor and then just test out the oven and see what happens.
Yeah, because that our flavor as a cookie dough, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as far as edible cookie dough versus just the stuff that you're baking with, like, obviously you're taking eggs out and stuff, I'm guessing, or what's the, like... I mean...
I haven't looked too far into it, but yeah, like I think the eggs would be an issue. I know you have to like heat treat the flour before for it to count. Yeah,
See, there's so much shit behind that like
That's what I'm
wouldn't
saying.
have to
Like
think about.
baking, like
It's a
you got to
science.
be a smart person. It's not like maybe you can dumb your way into like figuring out just the equation itself to make a regular cookie, but you're talking about somebody that's making. I assume now you've gotten to the point where you've probably made 100 different style cookies.
easily.
Yeah, so working your way into hundreds,
Yeah.
crazy.
And there's like even the humidity or like the temperature of the room changes things because like how fast the butter like melts as it's softening and all this stuff. It's like I can say that I put this much flour in, but it depends on like, well, is it hot outside? Is it like how is this? Because I'll have to add in more flour and like visualize it as the it's finishing before I scoop it. Because I'm like, okay, that's not the consistency that I need. I need to adjust like something.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like even like little things like that make a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, it's like bread baking and stuff. It's like that. I mean, sometimes it's like you read a recipe and it's like, okay, let it rest for 30 minutes and rise. And then you do it and you're like, okay, nothing happened. What the fuck? What do I do?
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those like environmental things where you kind of have to like be
Absolutely
aware of that kind of stuff.
I don't even know the last time I made something. That wasn't already something. That I just didn't take stuff off of like cardboard or plastic.
And like heat it up, you mean?
Yeah. No, I've made eggs. That's not that
Yeah.
because eggs they're inside of it.
Right.
I'm just
Right.
making them hot.
Yeah.
Do you add like cheese or anything to the eggs?
Yeah, but I didn't make the cheese.
I mean, I didn't make the butter, so.
Yeah, but cheese.
Think really hard about this. When is the when is the last time you actually like made just like tacos or like a taco bowl or something?
Oh well, that's different.
How?
I mean, you cook ground beef and you add stuff into it.
You had to add the seasonings, hopefully.
Because anybody can make tacos.
I
don't think so.
Let's tread light.
I'm trying to think of something
You talked about the cookie, the peanut butter 3-ingredient cookie. When was the last time you made that?
Brother, that was
A year and a half ago.
no, that was like I was probably 15 years ago.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was a long time
Okay.
ago. I'm thinking the last
How
time
can
I
you remember
made
that kind of shit and not remember the question you were trying to ask? Like I don't.
because I made that for a long time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
For too long of a time. No, I think the last thing that I made, even though it wasn't that many ingredients, was pumpkin cheesecake. And that was maybe 3 years ago.
So you need to spend more time in the kitchen, is what you're saying.
I'm talking about like something that like it wasn't in a package that I
Like you had to follow a recipe and add and measure stuff out. Yeah.
I did that. I was like, I'm gonna add pumpkin.
I did. Hey, that was me.
Yeah.
That was all me.
Not like I deep fried some wings and put hot sauce on.
Mm-hmm.
Not that.
Okay.
So you mean like that's the last time you came up with something?
Oh, I didn't come
You
up
just, like,
with
riffed
it.
on
But you followed the recipe and you had to like measure stuff out. And
Thank you.
Okay, so the recipe was for pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't
Gotcha.
like I went and bought a box and it was on the box. It was like
Did you
I
buy pumpkin,
Googled.
Did you buy pumpkin puree?
Yeah.
Can of pumpkin puree?
Uh-huh.
Well, then it doesn't
Libby's,
count.
brother.
And it doesn't count, dude. You bought something that was canned already.
Yeah, but I had... See what I'm saying? I don't know how to get around it. Like, maybe I've never done it.
I think
Maybe I've
everything is-
never done
But I
it.
think it's like, unless you're in a high, like super high end kitchen that's making like literally everything from scratch, it's really hard not to, you know.
Yeah, but you made the peanut butter with the chocolate on it.
Yeah.
That was the last
But
time.
I used peanut butter that was in a thing. I didn't make my homemade peanut butter.
Yeah, but you made the cookie. The cookie didn't exist before you were there.
Yeah.
That's the same as your pumpkin
But then
cheesecake.
tacos didn't
That's what I'm
exist.
saying. So maybe that was
the
the...
tacos didn't exist before you got there either.
Yeah, but the meat already existed.
But so did the fucking peanut butter.
So you're saying the peanut butter is the meat in the equation?
They're equal. This was in a package. This was also in a package. And then I basically heated up the peanut butter.
You're winning me
You
over.
heated up the
You're winning me over.
It's the same fucking thing.
Keep
dude.
going.
That's all. I mean, that is the end of the argument. That's it.
I
Yeah,
think
you get it.
I'm gonna think on it, but I think you
Also,
won me.
Hershey's Kisses. I never made those. I unwrapped them bitches.
You're like, they were pre-shaped and
I mean,
everything.
fuck. Yeah, I didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I put the Reese's mini cups in your cookie, so
Yeah.
Alright.
but I still made your cookie. You know.
You picking it up now?
It's a lot of math coming at me right now. I'm
Zach
figuring it out.
Galifianakis and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Second
no.
one.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's there's very
Based
few
off of
times-
y'all's confidence, I'm thinking y'all are right.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Thanks.
But I'll think on it more
I think
later.
this is the first time he's ever accepted that he's not right in this studio. Like, ever, actually.
I
But
didn't
that's because we're
say I
telling
was
him that
wrong.
like he's doing good. It's like, no, you did do this. We're encouraging
This
you.
is what you see is growth.
Proud of
Still
you.
hasn't accepted he's wrong. Still hasn't accepted it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Ain't no need to do now.
We don't have to do it now.
See,
Yeah.
the only way to like fix this though is that you have to like go make something tonight.
Yeah,
And feel
Scratch,
completely
dude. You
from
gotta
scratch.
make your own cheese. You
I
gotta
know.
grow your own cow.
I know what I'm gonna make.
You gotta, yeah.
This
Good.
is a 5-year project.
Good cries. Good old tears. Customs.
But I think, dude, I don't think many people create things from scratch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Do you, when you're in the store,
Mm-hmm.
maybe your little one grabs a box off the shelf, you're like, whoa, what are you doing? We're better than them. Do you like, you're like, no, we can do that.
I mean,
Do you try to beat whoever, Betty? Do you beat Betty?
I will eat so many Oreos
Or
and Chips
Dunkin'?
Ahoy and like nah, because
So
I
ain't
do
no
like a
shade.
different style. Like
Oh,
yeah.
no, I didn't mean like pre-made things. I meant like the box ones where it's like powder and you just add an egg.
oh.
Do you tell, or you're like, no, we're going to do this from scratch because mama's that good?
I mean, we can, but then she loses interest sometimes. Like, she used to help me a lot, but then, like, once it became, like, a business, it was like, okay, like, you can't help me. Like,
Yeah.
you're 3-4 years old. Like, I have to make this on my
Child
own
labor laws
kind of
and
thing.
such.
Yeah. But she, like, enjoys helping me. Like, she'll help me fold labels now and, like, little things. She's like, how can I help you? Like, you're so sweet.
That's
That is
tight.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, is there anything coming up that anybody should know about? This will drop March 4th.
Stole my fucking
The-
question.
4th?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said stole my fucking question.
Is that the one that I stepped on earlier?
Well, I was asking if she had anything
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah.
That was the question.
Yes.
That's why I just said you stole
How do you
my
know? You
question.
weren't even finished asking.
In my head, I knew what the question was.
I knew how to
figured it out.
answer it.
I figured it out
hey.
before.
Hey, doubt it.
I fucking had it in my head before
Doubt
I
it.
asked it. I don't just start asking something and hope I find the rest of it midway. I've done it a couple times. I've done it a couple times.
You got to shoot from the hip sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Anyways, like he was saying.
exactly. Here, let me answer his question.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, you're welcome. So I'm at Palafox Market every Saturday. So I'll be there the 4th. It'll be the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, 30th, whatever. I think on the 16th it might not be me. It might be somebody working for me, but still come by and visit. Yeah. The 9th is my birthday, so I'll probably be doing something special for that. Like, you'll get, like, a lot of my favorite flavors that day. The 14th, I have a night market with Perfect Plain and Wolfgang, so that'll be fun.
Ooh, that'll be
Yeah.
tight. Hell yeah.
So, yeah, the 14th. Thinking about doing, like, a pie day menu for that. So doing, like, a lot of, like, pie-inspired cookies. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as far as our cookie, how do people go about getting that? Or is that going to be available at markets? Or can they order that? Or
Come visit me at markets. I'll have it at every market unless I sell out that day. So come early if you really, really want it. Also DM me on Instagram and like I can do like a dozen of one flavor at a time that way. Nice. And I'll have those available.
Okay, and those are, what is the flavor profile again? Exactly.
Peanut butter cheesecake.
Peanut butter cheesecake.
Peanut butter cheesecake.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Are you allowed
actually.
to say, like, I know you say peanut butter cheesecake. Is there a thing against saying, like, Reese's cheesecake?
I'm really careful with, like, trademark and copyright situations.
That's what
Like,
I
I can tell
thought.
you, like, hey, there's Reese's mini
Yeah.
cups in this.
Yeah.
But, like,
Okay.
I wouldn't put it on the label, you know?
Gotcha.
packaging of it?
That's what I figured, but I didn't know if, like, that is common knowledge. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I figured.
there's some, like, cookies that, like, I've renamed over the years because, like, it used, like, the trademark or copyright of some other business. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to name it that anymore. But
Just
if
in
you know
case.
it, you know what it is, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can taste like once you
Yeah.
can taste it in there.
You know what you should do?
All right.
What should I do?
You should put Reese's on the package with their logo and everything, and then whenever they give you a cease and desist, you could rename the cookie Reese and desist.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Let's just put her small business in the crossfire so we can get a cool name out of it. Yeah.
Dude, hey, you're gonna
Like, I
blow
need that
up.
cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Well,
When Big Cookie comes to smash, you know,
yeah.
you get him twisted on him. Give him purple nurple.
All right. Okay, well, I think we're gonna shout out some sponsors before we get out of here. You wanna start that off there, bub?
Dude, if you've been eating too many of these delicious fucking cookies, and you need to train to get them off your body, or maybe you want to earn a good cookie.
It's a good
Because
way to think
sometimes-
about it.
Reward yourself.
Sometimes you reverse engineer it forward. And you do it the good way instead of eating all the cookies for way too
Reverse
long.
engineer it forward. Engineer it.
Hey, brother, I'm not a scientist. Okay?
Definitely not an engineer. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, if for whatever reason you found yourself into a cookie problem and you need to train to get it off your body, Kazushi Club Pensacola, they are the boys. We're going to run you through the gambit of jiu-jitsu, teach you all the ins and outs, all the angles, the ups and downs. We got all the sizes in the room. Dakota is like a fucking bear. And then we have little weasels like Casey. Little muskrats, little baby little
This
ones,
is all
little
you,
guys.
dude. I ain't saying shit. On
Okay, little turtles.
I ain't saying shit on it. That's my golf boy right there, dude. I ain't talking no shit.
All right, cool. You're in his pocket, which is a very
dude,
small one, by
it's
the way.
fine. It's
Cool,
man.
little guy.
That's my boy.
But we're gonna teach you. It doesn't matter your skill level. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter your sex, gender, where you're from, if you speak English or not. It doesn't matter. We have everything in there. It's remarkable how much jiu-jitsu touches people. I was just at Panacea, which is another one of our sponsors, and we'll get to in a second. But I was did an open mat on a Friday night and rolled with my first blind guy.
Oh, sick.
Completely blind.
Damn.
Like, he doesn't know you're there at all. He can't see shadows or nothing, which was a very cool experience because jiu-jitsu is very much based off of feel, and that's exactly what you're running into in that situation.
That's
like
wild.
You have to grab his wrist and touch your hand, like, slap bump, just to let him know you're there, and then be close enough that he can touch you, and then it's on.
That's wild.
And he's got good moves, cool, angles, and everything. And I was like, this is so sick because, I mean, he's not letting it hinder him at all, which was a really cool thing to experience firsthand. But that's at Panacea. But at our gym, just a room full of killers, really good guys. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll also learn from you if you have something to teach us, if we're not doing something correctly, or if you want to give us a little tip, drop it, brother. If they're not in Pensacola, Florida.
We're going out to Panacea Martial Arts, baby.
Yeah.
That's over in Foley, Alabama, like Cody was just talking about. That's another one of our sponsors. That is Tony Rayborn's gym out there. Huge, gorgeous gym with all different kinds of opportunities for, children, men, women, advanced classes, beginner classes, whatever it is, gi, no gi, all different kinds of stuff. They do striking stuff out there too, so they've got pretty much all the bases covered. And like I said, a huge, big family-style gym. Everybody in there is great people. Tony is one of the nicest human beings in the world. So if you get the chance to go out there, say what's up to him. Let him know Some People Suck sent you. If you're out there on Wednesday, you'll meet Rich Chemleski, who is our no-gi sponsor. He owns a Lifestyle Experiment, which if you've seen any of our posts, we always rock a Lifestyle Experiment no-gi rash guards. Had to say the whole thing, but rash guards, shorts. They're doing all different kind of like lifestyle stuff right now too. So they're doing hoodies and sweatpants, and just lifestyle shorts too, which is really great. They do have some gis. They dropped gis a couple months ago. Don't think any of those are still available, unfortunately, but they are hard as nails. So if you go check them out on Instagram at at a Lifestyle Experiment. Sorry about that. They'll have pictures of all their stuff, and if you sign up for their email list at alefl.com, that'll let you know when all their new gear is coming out, and kind of give you you'll be the first to know when all their stuff is available. So definitely check them out. Go dap up Rich and Tony, the boys out there at Panacea. And if they're fucking in on the jiu-jitsu game, they want to get, I don't know, like belts or something tattooed on their body forever. Where are they going, dude?
Johnny Mumbles at Secret Grounds Tattoo Studio.
Hey, yo.
He has got quite the shop going on. He's got the best view in town. The environment in there is just a silly goose time.
Always a good time.
And the execution of the tattoos is just precision meets timing. It's just all the best things. Does he listen to Zach Bryan a little too much? I don't know, maybe.
That's totally fine, though.
It's okay.
That's all good, dude.
Charlie Crockett? Yeah, it's on rotation.
My dog right there. My dog.
Other people like that also on rotation. Way too much.
Dude, I love that.
It's fine.
I love that.
It's fine. Also, Mackenzie just finished her apprenticeship, so she's opening her books, and she'll be tattooing now as an artist. So that's big. And they have a
rotating
door. You said door?
Yeah.
They do have that. They have a rotating door, and they have a traveling artist come in from time to time. There'll be a new one in the end of March. I think he's fully booked.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unfortunately, but always be checking the Instagram at a Sacred Grounds Tattoo Studios, and just be seeing what they have going on. Absolutely firework, Also on the whole no-gi thing, did you see that Brandon McCaffrey just dropped a trailer for. It's called Grapplers, No Gi, No Money. It's a trailer for the last PGF season, the one that just happened. That
nice
Jabroni one.
Yeah.
Also, the new PGF
World ridiculous
tournament or whatever.
Since we're just randomly shouting
Jesus.
stuff out, I want to shout out Leglock Assassins.
Yes,
because I just saw them post a picture of Tom Hardy, the actor who's like big into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
rocking a Leglock Assassins rash guard underneath his gi, which was ridiculous. Yeah, like so sick, dude.
That's insane.
So, yeah, I mean,
you're looking at the picture. You're like,
dude.
You know what? My bad, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
Dude, they're doing absolutely huge things, and they're gonna have their.
That's on Dylan's.
Okay,
it's ridiculous, ain't it?
That's insane.
So sick, dude. So sick.
I mean, they got their fingerprint on everything, and they're about to be huge on the PGF thing, like because. Jabroni's gonna be in it. Kevin's in it. I think
Kevin
Buring.
Yeah.
Because it's 170, so Ryan. I don't think Ryan can make
I don't
it.
think he's gonna get down.
Ryan's big butt.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be quite a bracket, brother.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Imagine the finals being Kevin versus Jabroni.
Oh, I love that.
They've already fought at a finals of another tournament.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kevin was still on his way up, and Kevin's
scary, dude. Kevin's scary. But all right, well that does it for sponsors. So yeah, sorry we went on a little rant there.
Thank you so much for the cookie. It's absolutely delicious. You guys need to check out. Some people love a cookie, peanut butter cheesecake cookie. It's better than it even sounds.
Dude, yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's phenomenal.
So good. I can promise you we're gonna be out of these in probably 6 hours.
That's fine.
So we'll probably be pulling up to a.
What time is it? Yep, no.
Yeah. Probably be pulling up to a market to grab some more of those. So yeah, and if y'all pick any of them up, tag us in it. We want to see.
Yeah, take a
Absolutely.
picture and tag both of us in it.
Yeah, seriously.
Share the love, the wealth.
Yeah. So
the
seriously,
people know.
thank you for coming and hanging out.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Appreciate it. I know we've talked about it for a while.
I feel like
so
this is like the 5th time we've like tried to get together.
I
So
know.
like our schedules have been crazy.
Finally made it work though. So hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee.